Rick and Ashley have a happy ending, but I can't say that about the rest of the couples. Everybody, stay tuned. This is the Temptation Island After Show, and we got a special guest on tonight's show. It's Rick, y'all.
I'm Maria Menounos, and you're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey guys! We lit up in here to y'all.
Yes, we are.
We lit up in here tonight, y'all. The whole crew. Y'all, we got so much going on, and we got a special guest. It is Rick from Temptation Island, and y'all, he lit tonight, so it might be real juicy. He got the tea, y'all, and we got some tweets coming out later. But before we go ahead and get started, I'm AJ. And let me introduce you to my co-host. Hey, Jay Lamar.
What's up, y'all? I'm back.
Lexi.
Hey, y'all.
Missy.
Hey, guys.
And what's up, Rick? Okay.
Did he mute himself?
Rick, can you hear me?
Hold on, I was on mute. My apologies. What's good?
Hi,
Rick, you're live right now. They can see you. And yeah, we ready to get started tonight. So before we even get into it, I got to ask you, what did you think about tonight's episode?
Sheesh, tonight's episode, it was real crazy. Like, you know, it was crazy. That's all I could say. That's all I could say.
Like your shirt say, ooh wee?
Ooh wee.
You feel me? Yo,
Okay.
it was real crazy episode. Like, shit. Like, for some reason, I felt like I didn't even know what was going to happen tonight. You know what I mean? Like, so... that was the crazy part about it. Like, I kind of forgot, like, what happened. I was like, oh, hold up, shit. I'm so wrapped up into, you know, the storyline and what's going on. And it was just like, oh, shit. Like, what is Rick going to do? What's Ashley going to do? Like, you know? So
I feel you.
It was a real good episode. Like, so... It was really, definitely, I would say it was accurately portrayed.
Okay,
Yeah.
so,
Yes,
all right,
okay.
so let me go ahead and ask my panel. Jay,
Go
what did you
ahead.
think?
It's good.
I mean,
What's up?
tonight's episode was really good. You know,
Okay.
it was good. It was good. I mean,
Yeah.
it was good. I mean, the highlight, of course, was Rick and Ashley, because we were kind of confused as to whether or not they would leave together.
Yeah.
Right.
And they left together, but, you know, of course, we want to know, are they still together? That's what we really want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Don't say it.
Don't say nothing yet,
Nothing
Rick.
yet.
Wait,
Nothing yet.
not yet, Rick. Just hold on.
no,
Wait,
I didn't answer it. I was just like, is that the question you're asking? But I mean, I was just gonna say, like, yo, you just gotta tune in next week. We got the reunion next week. So
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. We got something to look forward to.
There's still some tea that's gonna spill. So like,
Okay.
I ain't
Alright.
all, so
All right.
y'all gotta tune in next week.
Yes,
Oh.
we definitely will.
Lexi.
All right.
I'm glad that y'all thought this episode was crazy and good, because I thought this episode was dry. Dry. A bunch of
Okay.
monologues, a bunch of talking. I'm happy with the outcomes. And I loved Kate's speech. But it took us like 40 minutes to get to the good stuff. But other than that, you know, hey, it is what it is.
Patience is a virtue.
It definitely is.
You know,
It took
honestly,
it took 40 minutes, but we got there. We got there.
That's all that matters.
you know, honestly, just with this episode, they were trying to build it up, you know,
Yeah,
saying
let's do
goodbye
it.
to the
Of course.
couples. And I think that's where the emotion came from. So when it came down to the bonfire situation, it was kind of like, where do I go? Because I've been spending so much
Of
time with this
course.
person, especially with Rick and Medina. Like, they were
Yeah.
spending so much time. So when he finally saw Ashley, you know, it was a build-up. We didn't know who he's going to choose, but he chose his queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
queen.
you know,
But the thing is, y'all gotta understand, like, up until that point that I saw Ashley, that's the first time I done seen her in weeks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, even though, like, I made a crazy connection with Medina, like, Medina is dope. Like, she is a dope person. Like, you know, inside and out. You know, I can't speak down on her at all. Like, even though we have our differences and everything, but she's just a dope person.
Yeah.
But it's just like, I haven't seen Ashley in so long. So, you know, at that point, it's just like, damn, we got history here. Like, so of course, like, I miss her, you know? Like, even though she fucked up and you know,
she did.
You know,
Yeah,
she fucked up.
Rick, I'm here to listen.
You know, she fucked up. And I was embarrassed. Like, there was a number of emotions I was going through, but like, I missed her, you know, and that's some real shit right there. So it's just like I learned on the island, I got to be real with myself. I can't be on no macho you know, nah, you know, I'm gonna be hard. You know, I just like just got real. Like I had to be real myself.
Speaking of hard, so you and Medina never messed around outside of kids.
You said what?
I said you and Medina never messed around or did anything. Just kissed.
I mean, we kissed. We shared some intimate moments, but you know, like I can't confirm or deny what it is that happened in that clip that y'all saw. You know, with her
What clip
going
do
under
we
the
see?
seats.
What clip?
That's all I'm gonna say.
With her soft hands.
I want him to say what clip he talking about.
I'm just saying, y'all know what y'all talking. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Stop trying to play dumb.
So listen, Rick, I got a question because you know, throughout the whole season, I was trying to really figure out if you really like Medina because I didn't know if you were just trying to be a gentleman and let her down easy. Did you really have feelings for her?
I really liked Medina. Like I really, come on now, like I wish they would have showed more footage of that, like of me showing her more affection because, like, you know, I'm a guarded person. You know, like I'm not really outwardly with my, you know, emotions and like PDA and all of that. And like, you know, I learned with Medina, like, you know, love languages. I didn't even know nothing about love languages. So like I learned, like, you know, not all women are loved the same way. I gotta love her the way she need to be loved, and the way she need to be loved, and the way she interprets love.
Language, yes.
You got all these ladies on this panel swirling.
On some real shit. Like the way she interprets love and the way she needed to be loved was like she loves affection and like touching and you know all of that. And I learned that from her. And I was just like, yo, like, you really, like, taught me some shit. Like, maybe I wasn't as, like, affectionate that I needed to be, you know? Or I wasn't doing, you know, what I needed to do. So that's what I needed to learn. I needed to learn, like, you know, I need to love Ashley like how she needed to love. I need to love Medina the way she needed to be loved.
So so I got a question. So during the bonfire, it seemed like you guys were going back and forth about who wants to say their feelings first. You know, nobody really wants to make the first move. And so so the way that you're talking about Medina right now, I'm trying to decide if Ashley said that she didn't want to be with you, would you have chosen her or would you have left with Medina? Because it sounds
on some real shit. No, on some real shit. If me and Medina didn't argue the way that we did, as much as we did, I would have been leaving the island with Medina.
That's good to know.
That's some real shit. Me and Medina argued a lot, and that's one thing that wasn't really edited. Like it wasn't in the edit. Me and her argued a lot. Like, you know, it was just more so me arguing with her about like. She would always question if I liked her. And I was like, of course I like you. Like, there's nobody here that's fucking with you right now. You know what I mean?
Damn.
Like, no, on some real, like, there was other girls
it was you and Medina for the most part. Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, like, there was, like, Mia, like, I had a thing for Mia. I was like, yo, Mia's attractive, you know? And there was another girl, Melissa, as well. Melissa, you know, very attractive. She modeled, and we had a lot in common, but
Rick, hold on, sorry not to cut you off, but we got the live chat.
Nobody was fucking with Medina.
Rick, we got the live chat.
With Medina hard.
Rick, we got the live chat. Not to cut you off, but they love you in the live chat, and they showing you much love. We live on here, so you got a lot of fans in this chat.
Y'all all the way live.
And they supporting your movement. They're supporting your movement.
I got a question, Rick, because you said
I'm just keeping it stacked right now.
You said if you and Medina didn't argue as much as y'all did, you probably would have left with Medina. Is it because there was something special about Medina, or is it because Ashley did what she did?
Well, no, the thing is, y'all gotta understand here is like, it's definitely a unique situation. Like, you know, like we're kind of like in fantasy land. We're on an island, and all the girls are pursuing me. You know what I mean? So like Medina, like she's not even a girl to be like sweating a dude like that. You know?
Yeah.
All the girls was on you, Rick.
So they was like, so Medina's just like, she's like, Rick, like. This is how I'm used to being loved, and you're not showing me that. So I'm kind of like at odds, like if you're really feeling me, and I'll be like, yo, Medina, I'm all about you. Like, stop with all of that. You know what I mean? Like, all of the girls that were even competition are not even in the conversation right now. They're not even here. They're eliminated. Like, so what is the issue? I'm trying to like meet you in the middle with, you know, showing you PDA, and I wasn't big on PDA. And like, you know, I don't like, you know, I'm not big on like, you know, kissing my girl in public and all of that. Like sometimes I will, but she likes that a little bit more than I do. And I'm like, yo, I'm trying to show you that. And there's times that she thought me pushing her away a little bit was me saying that I didn't like her. So that's why me and her butt heads so much. And I'm just like, yo, Medina, I'm trying to meet you in the middle here. Like, I really like have feelings for you, and you're questioning that. So that has me like kind of like, yo, like, why am I over here like sweating this girl and meeting her in the middle? Like, hold up, I got my girl Ashley. Like, even though me, you know, she done did her dirt. I'm not perfect either, and I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt over the Medina. Like, I'm gonna be loyal like that at the end of the day.
Yeah, it seemed like Medina had a lot of insecurities.
Yeah.
That she wanted you to kind of fix. That really didn't have anything to really do with you because you just met her.
And I'm not even gonna play Medina like she's like an insecure person, but being on the island,
you ain't do that. USA Network did that.
She might. Huh? What was that?
I said you ain't do that. USA Network did it like that. They made her look real insecure.
Well, true. But I'm not gonna play her like that and make her look like she was thirsty and everything. But like the climate of being on the island, it will make you look like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like shit, we know what we signed up for. We on a fucking reality TV show, and it's a situation where they're pursuing us, right? You know, and I'm respectful of that. You know, I'm not gonna play her out like, you know, she on some thirsty shit.
Okay.
You know?
So basically, you were feeling Medina, and I feel Ashley. We had her as a guest on the show last week, and she said basically you were saving face for the TV, and that you was just trying to say, you know, be polite and as a gentleman on the TV, but
there was other things.
But it was kind of other things.
I'm not gonna, you know, elaborate on what she said or feed into what she said or whatever. You know, that's her opinion. But I mean, like, shit, like, you know, real recognize real at the end of the day.
Right.
So
do you feel like Ashley chose you because you chose her?
Nah, I feel like real recognize real at the end of the day. She saw what was real. Like, she saw like the person that she was seeing at that time wasn't the same person that she came in with, you know? And not to sound cocky or anything like that, but like I really like tackled some shit that I really needed to, you know? Like,
I mean, you were one of the mature men in the house. Like,
for sure. Probably the most mature, honestly.
Yeah, that's why I said that, because you know, I said that I liked you because I feel like you was trying to, you know, actually be like a good person, and then that's when the whole thing where he's trying to save face. So I'm like, all right. Well, now I have to ask you, so with the whole Ashley and KB situation, and did you when you see that play out on TV, that basically he kind of told her he didn't want her, so then she kind of defaulted back to you, how did that make you feel?
I wasn't feeling that. Of course, like when you see another dude disrespecting your lady, you know, in a manner like it's not gonna sit well, you know, and that wasn't cool at all. Y'all will see at the reunion. Damn, I might have spilled some tea, but of course that wasn't cool seeing that. But at the same time, it was just like, I'm not gonna lie, there was a piece of me that was like, yeah, you got what you deserve with him coming at you, like, you know what I mean, like, you know what I mean, you know.
She was ready to do the island. She was about to do the island with him.
But the thing is with Ashley, that's kind of what I love about her. She a little crazy. She got a mouth
she like crazy
on her.
women.
And and the thing is, I love it. Oh, like, come on now. Who likes somebody boring? Like, come on now.
Okay.
I'm not with that. You know, I'm not with that boring shit. But at the end of the day, like, you know, Ashley gonna speak, you know, her mind, and she gonna let you know how she feels. And that's part of the reason why we may have had issues, you know, obviously. But, you know, it's unfortunate what happened with KB. But KB looked like he apologized at the end of the episode. So I commend him for that. You know, he apologized on some real shit.
Yeah.
You
They said they still talk. They're cordial.
Who, her and KB?
Yeah, you know,
she said they're cordial.
And her and KB are cordial. So, you know, who am I to hold a grudge on that? Like, why am I gonna hold a beef when she don't even have the beef? You feel me?
Good
So
point.
how do you feel about her still being friends with KB?
Nah, like I don't feel any, like, obviously it's a little awkward, but at the same time, yo, she done lived with the dude for like a month. You know, so she made some connections, some genuine connections, and some real connections like that are, you know, that I won't even understand, but I understand at the same time because I dealt with those same circumstances too. So
I mean, yours were a little different. You
didn't
didn't sleep with Medina. She slept with KB, so that's a little bit different.
True.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right, but the thing is, like, I'm not wrapped into all of that. Like, I'm like, I don't know. I'm glad. Like, I'm more mature now. Like, the younger me might have been wild out, but like, you know, like shit.
You glad she slept with KB?
What's up?
Are you glad she slept with KB?
No.
Am I glad that she what, KB?
That she slept with KB?
Come on now. Like, come on now. But the thing is, at the end of the day, KB did what he was supposed to do. You know what I mean? He
That's
went
what she
there
said.
as a single male.
That's the
He
part
went
of the
there
game.
as a single male and did what he was supposed to do. So I can't even hate on him. I can't hate on the man. I gotta come at Ashley.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Ashley said he did what she needed him to do too.
Okay.
Exactly. It is what it is. What it is.
I can't.
What was Ashley saying? What was Ashley saying?
KB name.
What?
Oh my God.
And what was Ashley saying in the argument though?
Well, you know what? We're gonna take it to the tapes and we'll let you know.
We got the receipts. We got the receipts. What did Ashley say in the argument? Rick's dick is bigger and better. That's all I'm gonna say.
She did
say that.
She said that?
She didn't say that after he made her mad.
Yeah.
Stop. Y'all making me hot right now. I'm hot.
And she said what she said, even though that may not even been true. But fuck it. It is what it is. Hey.
Okay, Rick, I have a question for you.
I'm hot.
So,
Lord,
I have a question for you, Rick. So I didn't feel any sympathy for Ashley, but I did kind of understand how she ended up in that situation because you have cheated on her before.
Of course.
So
I can't fault her for that.
Is that the reason you forgave her at the end because you kind of felt like y'all were even? No?
Nah. Because by the end of like the journey, it was kind of like a different person I was seeing. You know what I mean? You know, hey, that was a. You didn't sound. That was a disinterested.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
like,
listen.
But like on some real shit, like, I mean, even though I did my dirt, at the end of the day, I should give Ashley the benefit of the doubt. And that's how I felt. That's how I felt. And the person that I saw in that moment was somebody that was remorseful. And like, that's how I felt at the moment, though. You know what I mean? I didn't say I was going to necessarily take her back now. If y'all, you know, recollect from the episode, I was saying like, hey, you know, slow your roll. Like, there's some things we still got to work out.
Yeah.
So, and that's what it was. Like, yeah, there was some things we still had to work out. But granted, if Medina was, you know, I feel like me and her wasn't to be so combative, we would have left together, you know. But I felt like at the end of the day, I'm gonna be loyal to, you know, Ashley because like just me and Medina argue so much. But
well,
but
you said that
crazy.
Ashley was kind of like combative as well. Was it a different type of combative than Medina? Because Medina seemed like she like a no nonsense, like she gonna yell at you and like give you ultimatums. Ashley seemed like she gonna like stick by your side.
She's a no nonsense, but she's not gonna yell back like that. Like there's times like in that argument that y'all see me blow up on her, like she was just very cool and calm, you know, and a lot of the times where I may have blown up, I gotta be real about myself. Like I blew up on her like, you know, 2 or 3 times, and she was just very cool and composed and stuff. You know, sometimes she was way too cool. I'm like, wait, like, hold up, this is weird. You know, like Ashley would have been like, rah, rah, you know, crazy. But Medina was just, you know, kind of cool, but she's not the one to back down either, you know? And she's very stern in like where she stands, you know? So, you know, I don't know. Me and Medina, we just come from 2 different backgrounds, you know, like, you know, I come from West Indian background. I'm Haitian. She's, you know, African American. Like, you know, there's a lot different there.
So to switch gears a little bit, let's go ahead and talk about one of the other couples, David and Kate. Now, I have to ask you, David, you know, how was David? I mean, what are our thoughts about David and all his, you know, his
shenanigans.
sleepovers.
Y'all over here trying to play my man David, man. Like,
David
They
plays
on the TV.
David plays
No.
himself, child.
why y'all trying to play my man David like that, yo?
David is trash.
So was
He's
David?
not trash, though.
What is he?
So tell us. Talk to us. Wait,
Oh.
Yep. Okay, so I mean, was David the only one in the house that was really getting all the action? Like, how did?
Nah, yo, they like.
That's why you didn't have no choices but Medina. David took
Right,
all the way. You didn't be mad at David.
Everybody had
David
everybody.
out like he was
David
like
cleaned that house.
womanizer.
What you said? Womanizer? We didn't say that.
Nah, no,
David
but
is
like
a
the thing
hoe.
is with David, David's a very chill, low key type of dude, and that's him.
Low-key.
Like,
Oh,
What?
so all the women chased him.
no, but like he. I mean, David.
This how boys take up for each other.
Right.
Right.
Yo, chill. All right,
Go ahead, justify
y'all want me to
it.
keep it a stack? Y'all want me to
Yes,
keep it a
We
stack?
want you to always keep it a stack.
Always,
Please.
please.
Okay, so check it. David was real. David was chill. Okay, he was very chill, and he was on some shit where he wasn't trying to disrespect Kate. Okay, the night of like the
The
supposed
first night?
threesome,
Before they got there.
a threesome.
What show was
He
this?
was really like fucked up. He really didn't remember what the fuck happened, and like
He was
he didn't
intoxicated.
even-
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like intoxicated, like drunk.
no, he was very drunk, and he didn't even remember what happened. But from what I recollect, like all I saw with my own eyes was like he just was in the shower. I saw that with my own eyes. He was just in the shower with the girls, whatever. But the thing is, the girls, like, they let them, go in our showers, whatever. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if they needed to hop in the shower because like the pool was right there, like, okay, hop in the shower real quick. You know what I mean? We're not going to be assholes. Okay, get in the shower. So that's what kind of happened in that moment. And she was in the shower, and obviously David intoxicated, like, oh, hey, come in.
They was
come
fighting
in.
for shower space, basically.
Huh?
They was fighting for shower space.
All that
Yeah,
house
I
only
mean,
had
hell,
one
it's fucking
shower.
for shower space.
That whole house only had one shower.
I guess they were fighting for
What's
the
up?
bed too, though. The way they
Nah,
were the
yeah.
bed.
No, the thing is, check it.
It's like a sleepover with less sheets.
There
It
was
wasn't no
girls in my
sheets.
shower too. There was girls in my shower too, but I wasn't in there at the same time as them. You know what I mean?
You
Like
might
that.
want
You
to
know
clean that up.
what's up?
You
What's
Clean it up.
You might want to clean that up.
No. That's real shit. Like I'm not. There's nothing to clean up. I'm keeping it 100 here. There's nothing. Like I wasn't in the shower when the girls was in my shower. Like shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is.
Yeah.
I ain't gotta lie about shit.
So you were
You know,
never like, David, chill, bro. Like you got a girlfriend. Like calm it down a little bit. Like it was never like y'all never talked to each other like that.
Of course, we talked about that shit every day, and David knew that. David was very remorseful the next day. David, the next day, was just like, yo, what the fuck did I do? I don't remember what I did.
Every day.
But I know that two girls are in my room. That two girls in my room, I know there wasn't nothing sexual, but like they were in my
They
room.
probably
And they
drugged
were in my
him.
bed.
Drugged
It was not
Where they
David's
get
fault.
drugs from?
It wasn't David's fault. He didn't know.
What's
no
up?
recollection.
David
my
must be in
gosh.
the room with you right now, because you ain't even been
Nah,
live
David
chat?
ain't even here.
In the
Hey,
live chat?
David, a busy man. He working. He on his job. He busy
He got
job,
to work, because
but
she kicked him
Listen,
out.
on
in
some
the-
real shit.
Listen, in
But
the
on
live
some real
chat.
shit,
In the live
David,
chat.
the next day was like on some like crying to us, like, yo, bro, like he felt more bad about embarrassing his girl.
Well, that was
He's
his
like,
sugar.
I feel like
That
he
was his
put
sugar
out
mama.
his
That was his sugar mama. He had no choice.
I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I can only speak on what I saw. You feel me? I don't know the extra shit, the extra footage with that y'all saw. How the show plays out, but I can tell you what I saw. Like,
Do you agree
I
with
saw
David's
him-
actions? That's all we want to know.
Do I agree with his actions? I mean, of course, I don't agree with in actions of somebody that's in a relationship.
Okay.
Okay. That was good.
That was
Okay.
So look,
okay.
Rick in the live chat, YK, she said, I feel like Medina in the room with Rick right now. He's looking
Medina is
at
not in the
someone.
room with me right now. If y'all want to go through my room right now, come on.
Come on, hotel
Come
room.
on. And y'all see me right here. Y'all see me. Your boy,
All right, YK, he just showed you the room, YK. He's in there by himself.
Medina in the bed. Oh.
Oh my god.
Oh shit! Hold up.
No, we see you.
Hold up.
Rick.
Let's go in the bed.
No,
Let's go
Rick.
in the bed.
We believe
Let's go in the bed.
We believe you.
We
Hold
believe
up.
you.
Let's go in the shower.
Oh my gosh.
Shit.
Temptation Island
sure
is known
no-
for the
For real.
showers.
Right. Speaking of the live chat, we have someone in our live chat who loves you. You were her favorite on the show. Her name is Meg. Can you please say hi to Meg?
What's good, Meg? What's good? Where you from? Where you from? Where Meg from? Where's she
She
from?
said, "OMG, Rick,
I'ma
I love it."
Yeah, we'll get back
I'm
to them.
gonna shout out where she from. You know what I mean? I got show
I think she's
love
from
to the hood. Where
Canada.
you from?
She gotta say
Where?
it in the chat. She ain't replied back yet.
She's gonna say it in the chat. Give it a
But
second.
so let's
Okay,
move
what's
on.
her question?
She just wanted you to say hey to her.
Oh, okay, what's up?
Yeah, you got a lot of fans in this chat.
She's
yeah?
from Canada.
Why'd you say check under the bed?
Went blank. Y'all went blank. Y'all went blank. I didn't hear y'all for a sec. Y'all
Okay.
went blank. What's up?
That's
They
fine.
said check under the
They
bed.
said check under
Yeah,
the
you
bed.
didn't show us under the bed.
No, don't do that. We don't want you to lose service. Okay, so let's go on to Casey. Okay, now
Yes,
Oh,
please.
man.
Rick, listen, we have to ask you about your boys. I mean, you are the person
Of course.
that is the spokesperson because you're the only male that we had. So we got to talk to you about the
Missy,
men.
this your favorite.
Of course.
So
Oh my
Casey,
gosh.
how was Casey in the house? Like, how was he coping with everything? Was he really
Yo,
that
so-
emotionally torn, like broken?
Of course he was broken. Like Casey, I gotta
was
say,
broke.
like
Look at
the
the
whole
ring.
time he was 100% about his girl.
Mhm.
Casey was 100% about his girl. Every time he spoke to any of the girls, it was about his girl, and it was to the point that he was like turning off the girls how much he was talking about his girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Aw.
So that's the thing with Casey. So like when he saw like, you know, the footage of his girl, you know, doing the thing, like that fucked him up, you know? Like nobody want to see his girl getting her back blown by another man. Like shit.
You weren't that
That's
mad
it.
about it.
And the thing is that hurt your heart. That shit hit you to the core, and when you see it, oh,
He getting
That's-
flashbacks.
Man, PTSD.
Do y'all watch the whole thing?
yo. So when I saw Casey's footage, it took me back to like when I saw my bonfire.
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, I was very sympathetic to Casey and just wanted to be there for him. You know, just as my boy. Like shit. Like I lived with him for a month. I lived with him. You know. So like I knew him, and you know, so it's just like, you know, of course I'm gonna be there for my guy. I'm always gonna be there for my. You know,
So
for my
in this
dudes, you know?
episode that just played, Casey came back and brought the ring. How did you feel like for him in that moment? Like, did you think like, wow, like I'm happy
I'm
for
gonna keep
you?
it stacked.
Okay, keep it
I'm gonna
stacked.
keep it stacked.
Let's see.
I didn't think that was the decision he needed to make.
Okay. Yeah,
I
was like-
agree.
I agree.
I was
I
like,
agree.
I was like, you sure you want to get your? You know, she said she had no regrets. You know what I mean?
Did y'all all
So
put
I
in
was-
$20 for that ring? I really couldn't see it. I don't know if it was the camera
Yo.
angle or what.
Yo, chill. Yo. I got to play my man Casey like that. Yeah,
He
chill.
about to play his stuff.
Yo,
Because he's actually
it's
about
the
to
thought
leave
that counts at
again.
the end of the day. It's a ring, right? She getting
Not
chose.
when it comes to an engagement ring.
No.
No, it matters.
Come on now. Come on now. Hey, don't
the
judge
carrots.
me for where I'm at right now. Like shit, that ring could be upgraded. You know what I mean?
Okay,
Chill.
but
You know what I mean?
listen, my issue is not
That
even
ring
a
could definitely
ring.
be upgraded.
He should have
Listen.
waited until he got his Temptation Island check. I don't know why he had to do it on the
Listen.
show.
My issue is not even a ring. My issue is that I don't even think that he sincerely wants to do it. It seems like he's only doing it just
Okay.
to save his face to get her back. Like
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
saying,
I
I'm
hear
doing
you.
this.
Messed up.
Yeah, like I'm doing this because
I
I know
hear
this is
you.
what she like this is what she wants. So it's like it's not even genuine to me.
Well,
But
I mean, of course, it may not look as genuine, but like I saw Casey was all about his girl, so that's what I can speak for.
But
I
was he
can
all
only
of-
speak for what I see.
But was he all about
what
his
I
girl
saw.
only because he found out his girl was now in
With Ben?
with Ben?
Ben, yeah.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't all about her before.
Yeah, it
Nah,
didn't seem
because
like he
he
was
was
like
all
that
about
before.
his girl before Ben. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they
Well,
just
I
didn't
will
show
say
it.
Casey was chilling in the house though. Casey, he wasn't really with all
He's
them
like the
girls.
only person
like,
that didn't do
on
anything
some
that
real
he was
shit,
really
he was about
chilling.
his girl before Ben and after Ben.
Yeah,
He
was
may have
chilling.
turned it up a notch
Mhm.
when Ben got into the picture, but that's anybody in that situation. When you see somebody that's in competition for what you want, of course you're gonna turn it up.
Yeah, you just
and
go.
That's what he
you
did.
go buy a seashell ring and propose.
Not a seashell.
A seashell ring.
Shit. And that's basically what it is. He wanted to turn it up a notch, and he's like, "Oh shit,
What is that?
I'm gonna turn it up."
Okay,
Shit,
wait.
that's some cocoa butter.
Right.
All right, shit. I'll
Alright,
chat.
so look, Rick, we're time is,
Shit, I'll
slowly.
chat right now.
Look, our time is dwindling down, so I gotta go ahead and ask you about the last couple with Sonica and Gavin. First of all, Gavin, I mean, was he dry in the house? He seemed boring. I mean, you were in the house with him.
Hey, yo,
from
y'all
our
ain't gonna play my
viewpoint.
man Gavin like that.
He
My
played
man
himself.
Gavin, Big Sexy. We called him Gavin Big Sexy.
Oh,
Child.
Who thought so?
who thought he was big sexy? Peyton?
They must have thought sucking them toes made him sexy.
Oh no.
Well.
Hey, all I know is Gavin. The thing is about Gavin is really sarcastic and like he's a jokester.
Corny.
You know what I mean? It's-
Corny.
I ain't gonna say all
Funny.
that, but some of the girls didn't get his humor,
Oh.
Neither did we.
and some
We
girls
didn't either.
may have thought his humor was rude. So, and like some people in that climate may not know how to like just like turn it up and turn it down. You know what I mean?
Well,
But
we like Sonica.
Gavin.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, we
we
love
like
Sonica. We
Sonic
love
is
her.
cute.
Yeah, she's
Sonica, we
dope.
love her.
Mm-hmm.
Team of Sonica.
Yeah, but Sonica is dope. But the thing is, they have a weird dynamic in their relationship.
Ain't
Like
real.
that shit worked for them.
He's an
You know what I
actor.
mean?
He's a-
That shit worked for him.
He's an actor.
we don't think their relationship real, but
Who's
I
an
mean,
actor? Who's an actor?
Gavin.
Why y'all think he's an actor
Dang,
for?
it's on the internet.
He got an
He got an IMDb.
IMDb
He got an actor page.
Well, shit, I done did some background shit too. Am I an actor? I ain't no actor.
Yeah. He done been in Empire one time. Been back to Empire one time.
Hold on, Gavin, come on now. Y'all go, come on, don't play my man Gavin out like that. But shit,
Okay,
they got something
listen.
real. They got something real there.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? I witnessed it. So it's just, it's different. It's different. Y'all might see it from the exterior, from the outside, whatever, but
Okay.
like I see it different.
Well,
So I don't know.
No, I feel you. So time is now coming to an end. So
It went by
before
so
we, I
fast.
have to,
Yeah.
it went by so fast, but I gotta ask you real quick. Any type of predictions, or well, you already know, but what can you tell us about next week? What can we expect, real quick?
Man, y'all just gonna be y'all got a lot. Damn, I'm all tongue tied right now. Hey, next week it's gonna be lit. Like you know,
Ooh, we
the
lit. It's gonna
final-
be ooh, we lit.
Ooh, hey, ooh, we lit. Y'all see
Okay.
it? Y'all see it? Ooh, we lit. So the bonfires with KC is gonna be lit. The same thing with Gavin and Sonica, and the reunion is definitely
Okay.
is gonna be lit. Like I mean, so definitely stay tuned.
Is KB
And,
gonna beat you up, or you gonna beat KB up?
what's that? Yo,
Listen.
KB big as shit. Yo. KB like 6'7". Like I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna stay in my lane. I'm gonna go for his knees. Like I'm gonna go for his knees. Shit.
No, thank you so much, Rick, for
Thank
joining
you,
us.
Rick.
Thank you, Rick.
Boy, we really appreciate it. Before
Hey.
you go though, where can we find you
Y'all
at on
be
social
good.
media?
What's up? What's
where
up?
can we
What's
find you
good?
at on social media before you leave?
Hey, make sure y'all follow me at Rick Fleur, RICKFLEUR, and as well as on Instagram. I'm not as lit on Instagram. Oh no, on Twitter. My fault. Twitter, Rickster5. All right,
Okay.
I'm not lit on my Twitter, but follow me on there. But hit me up on Instagram. Hit me in my DM. I'm not boozy. Hit me up.
Oh,
Fuck
sure.
with me.
Right in his
I'll hit
DMs,
you up
child.
in your DMs. Everybody, Missy, where can we find you at on
Hey guys, you can find me on all social media platforms at Missy Bernier.
And you guys can follow me on all social media platforms at I am Lexi Fierce. That's IAMLEXIFIERCE.
What up, y'all? Y'all can find me on all social media platforms at I am Jay Lamar.
And everybody, follow me on Instagram at Chris and Pearl. Rick, follow me on Instagram at Chris and Pearl. Rick, what you got to say? Hurry up. You got 1 minute, literally.
1 minute, Rick.
Hurry
Oh, I
up.
thought I was off. I was
Oh,
about
you
to
off.
say,
All right,
that
all
man's
right.
been the realest,
Bye,
realest N-word interview I ever had, to be honest, for real.
Yay!
I don't want to say the N-word, you feel me? But like real N shit.
Bye, Rick.
You know what I mean?
Our founder, Keven Undergaro, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.